Okay, so we're over here with the kites, and Ewan, tell us a little bit about the kites you're riding these days.
So I'm riding a bit of a mix of the whole Nash lineup, I guess, but mostly the Torch and the Dash. I mean, I've been riding the Torch for pretty much 10 years now, so just super used to the kite. I mean, I just feel so comfortable on it. It's really just pretty much the best sea kite out there. Goes huge, great for unhooking and all that. But recently I've been riding the Dash a lot more, which is, I'm really enjoying that because it's just such an all-round kite. I mean, I can still get the performance that I get from the Torch, and I can go out and do my freestyle and kite loops and all that and hit sliders, but now I can, in the same session while I'm waiting for wind, I can just go out foiling on the Dash while it's picking up. It's got so much D-power, it drifts quite nicely, and then I can teach my mates on it, I can do whatever, I can go wave riding, everything. So that's kind of what I'm really excited about this kite, because it's just so all round that now I can just pump the one kite up and use it for everything, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah, I've been a fan of this. So previously the Nash had the Park, and they discontinued it, and they brought this Dash out, and it took the place of the Park. And I ride the Dash as well, and to me it's probably the best kite I've ever ridden. It's versatile, does everything really well. It's not like, doesn't really get kind of put into one corner and just do one thing well.
Yeah.
It does a lot of things well.
Yeah.
So if you haven't ridden the Dash, you need to come down and check one out. We have some on demo.
Yeah, for sure.
The other thing about Nash is they developed this new material called Quadtex. There's all sorts of rumours it was technology from a fallen meteorite. NASA picked it up and so on, but Nash have got it. It's in their product range. Tell us a bit about this material.
Yeah, so I mean, as with most kind of new materials or new things that come out, there's always a bit of skepticism about it, I guess. But yeah, I mean, as soon as I got it, I was like, oh wow, it's actually, when you feel the material, you can actually tell it's got this kind of crispy, stiff feeling to it. And when you fly it, you can actually tell that the kite, it feels a lot more solid, and it feels a bit more like a solid wing in the sky. You can actually feel it doesn't flutter as much. It's a lot more responsive, and then the main thing is just the longevity you get out of it. I mean, before I ride a lot. I ride throughout the year, sometimes 2 sessions a day. I mean, I probably average over 300 sessions a year, and my kites in the past definitely get worn towards the end of the year, or sometimes I swap over my main sizes. But now, like, I mean, some people from other brands, they get full new quivers throughout the year 2 or 3 times, but with this Quadtex, I mean, last year I finished the whole year riding on the kites, and they're like still crispy, still flying perfectly. They're not stretching out in any way. They're like pretty much as good as the day I got them, which is, I mean, it's incredible how much of a difference it's actually made.
Yeah, I mean, I saw this material at the dealer meeting. They were always telling us about new stuff and how amazing it is, and I didn't really understand it till I flew a kite. We flew a kite which was non-Quadtex against the kite which was Quadtex, and the difference was amazing. So there was, it was more rigid in the air. When the kite did flap, when you depowered a lot, when it pushed the barrel all the way out, it was a sharp crack, so you could tell the material was super stiff.
Yeah, you can really hear it when it does a bit of a flutter. It's like really really stiff.
So yeah, Quadtex is something I'm really excited about, because my kites get totally punished because people are borrowing them all the time, and they're not treating them like their own kites. They're smashing them on the beach and so on. And yeah, my personal kite has shown no signs of wear and tear so far. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. What about some of the other kites in the range? So we've got the Slash and the Pivot as well.
Yeah, so the Pivot's one that's been in the range for a few years now, and really it was an instant kind of hit. It went first year, was our biggest selling kite, and it's great because it's an all-rounder. It's not so much like the Dash for unhooking and the high performance stuff, but for your everyday kind of rider cruising around, wave riding, it really excels. It jumps super easy. It's got that kind of pull in and go feeling to it, but still has got great performance, great turning, and as the name suggests, that pivotal turning is really good for wave riding and learning your first kite loops and stuff. It doesn't yank you super hard. Yeah, I mean, that's just a great all-rounder. And the Slash is that's a fairly new kite. That's a kind of dedicated strapless or wave riding kite, and also for free riding if you're if you're one of those riders that mostly rides waves, but every now and then want to get out in the twin tip, that's a good one as well. And then yeah, there's the rest of the lineup, the Torch, the Ride, again like easy kind of beginner kite, which actually I'm super surprised with the performance of that kite. I really enjoy riding that. You can go out in strong winds and it's just a 2-strap kite, but it holds its shape so well, jumps real big, and now with the Quad-Tex it's got that added stability and rigidity. So,
yeah, I mean, across the whole range, Nash really surprises us. It's our favourite brand of kite here. Most of the ambassadors ride them, and yeah, of course, Ewan's been rocking with it 10 years now.
Yeah,
it's a long time. Staying in the one brand.
Yeah,
that's loyalty, and I think that's rare in a rider. So it shows that the brand has been doing the right thing performance-wise.
Yeah.
So let's just quickly talk about the bar. So Nash this year have just refined their bar a little bit. Their torque bar was introduced 2 years ago now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the torque bar, 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
This is basically 100% business, no fluff. It does everything really well. Super light, tried and proven, tested, above the bar depower cleat. One bar fits every kite in the range just by changing the ends. You can go from a short to a long bar.
Yep.
It's, to me, easy as chicken loop to reassemble, right?
It's so quick. Pull it out. You don't need to actually like fiddle with anything, pushing it back in. You literally just open it, put that in, and that's it. Closed up. So.
I really like that. That's to me when you're fiddling underwater and
you literally all you need to do is like just get that in the hole and that's it.
Yeah, it's really simple. The other thing is they've added this little swivel here, which is above the chicken loop, which is fantastic. I use it all the time.
Yeah, I use it all the time. I always thought that, we don't really need a swivel, like, just an extra thing, but I mean, it's such a small, easy thing, and it's really nice and free moving, so when you're riding around, you've got 4 twists in your line, you just give it a little smack, and it straight untwists all of them, so.
Yeah, I mean, everything about this bar is really focused on just doing its job. There's no bells and whistles that you don't need like some of the other systems out there. So this will fit on a lot of other kites too. So.
Yeah, it's a standard 4-line, all the lines are the same length, so pretty much most kites, if you're looking for a new bar as well, this one will definitely do the job very well.
Lightweight too, again, like light is key, especially if you're travelling, you throw this in your golf bag, you're not going to add too much to it, you can take 2 if you need to.
Yeah.